Good morning, everyone. Oh, we got a heart rate going on. You never know what's gonna pop up. How are you? Welcome to Thursday. I'm here showcasing my new favorite toy, and you all should get one. It is an investment, but as you might be able to tell, the benefits of foot mechanics are amazing. I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Let me turn that heart rate thing off. So I am a sucker for a good toy, as you probably can tell. And so this is it's a board made out of birch wood, and it's called the Move Mate. And it was designed to help people move more at their desks, standing, but I, of course, am like, let's go crazy with it and just do a whole bunch of stuff. We're not going to use it today. I just wanted to show it to you. And it's just so cool because you use your weight shifting and your foot mechanics and your ankle, knee, and hip movement to get everything going. And I'm telling you, it's the best ever, especially for my rebounders out there. You can do a similar action on the rebounder, but it does not get the same articulation of your toe joints, etc. So I'll put a little link in shortly. I'll put a link in. But for now, I just wanted to share that with you because I'm very excited about it, and it's a really awesome way to warm up. See? Woo! Woo! Yeah, always love to share new toys. But for now, let's get to the task at hand. Some of you, if you were stealth, you may have seen that I quickly flip-flopped this week's and next week's formats out. So we are going to use the Swiss ball today, but you can also use a chair, or you can use your rebounder, because we're going to do just a little bit of bouncing at the beginning. Just make sure it's full. Yeah, it's going to be bouncy. A little bit of bouncing at the beginning, and you can absolutely do that seated on your rebounder, just kind of going up and down. Okay, so we've all got options. We're gonna do a little bit of resistance training because we all can benefit from it. We'll do a little balance work, some hip mechanics. It's gonna be great. So I just have my normal slew of weights from very light, 2-3 pounds, to very heavy. Today I've got all the way up to 20 and even at 25, but I don't think I'll go there today. You just need something you can lift. You need your spirits lifted and your own self. Good morning, Joy, I see you. I'm gonna, right now I used one of the Bala rings for a little stability, which is totally optional there for you. And we're just gonna begin having a seat. So if you're on a seat or on your rebounder or whatever it is for you, let's just take a moment, and if you're on your ball, we're gonna just shift the hips side to side. A little bit, if you can imagine a slow motion hula, very slow motion, just lifting your grass skirt up to the side and then up to the other side. Just absolutely adore watching those women do their dancing. It's just incredible. And so if you're in your chair, what you might do is push down and lift another hip up, and push down into one sits bone and lift the other one up, okay? So let's just do a couple more, maybe 8 more, just getting used to it. If you do have a ball, working through some of your mechanics. And just remember that the whole intention when you're working with a prop that's unstable, like the Swiss ball, it's always about how you're managing the relationship between gravity, the ball, and the mat or the floor, okay? Let's come back to center, and now we're gonna tuck the tail under, so curl it under, and then lift it up. Think scared puppy, happy puppy. And there's the puppy over there. I've been having life is just hard, let's just say that. One of the reasons why I just switched the classes out is with the seat format, it's choreographed, it's pre-choreographed, and not by me. We have some feelings about not being able to choreograph, but that's okay. It's great to have it done for you, but that means you also have to memorize it. And I am in the midst of the final stages of putting out a beautiful book for teachers, and it goes out on Tuesday, so it's just too much on my plate, so I decided to forgive myself and do just the Swiss ball, which is kind of fun for me. All right, come back to center. And then if you would, if it's not too much trouble for you, let me know if you're using a ball or a chair, because I'll kind of keep cueing one or the other. The last thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna circle around. You can do the exact same thing if you're on the rebounder, just kind of circling your weight around. If you're on the ball, you're gonna circle the ball. Yeah, lots of pops here. Good. Good morning, Tracy. Yes, awesome. Let me know, do you both have a physio ball? My diehards, my tried and true. I mentioned both of you anonymously, of course, on a call that I was on talking about how we are forming this beautiful community, and I include the others, Dharma and Christina, and all of the other followers who watch at a different point in time. I include you all into that. It's just that you don't interact as much with me. Let's reverse our circles. So I was talking about how our community is really founded in showing up as we are and making do with whatever happens. And part of that was influenced by all the tech trouble I had in the beginning. But more of it is influenced from a place of self-acceptance. And more than that, self-celebration. So it's very interesting. I'm very comfortable with our group on here. And this summer I'll be teaching in Millennium Park on August 18th in the morning. It's a huge group. And I am very uncomfortable at the thought of that, but I'll get there. I'll get there. I am a professional after all. Let's come back to center. All right, so we're gonna start with just a little bounce. Very similar how you would do on the rebounder. If you're seated on your rebounder with the feet on the floor, you're doing the exact same movement. You're just pushing down into the soles of your feet. So I have my feet pretty grounded, and you're just bouncing up and down. It's awesome. So let's just get our bearings. If you find that the ball starts to wobble underneath you, just want to think about locking into those sits bones, finding the sits bones drop down and reaching into the ball itself. Yeah. All right, bring your hands down onto the side of the ball. You can always bring them back here for a little bit more support, reconnection, recalibration if you need to. All right, let's find our new beat as our Chicago L train comes by. There we go. All right, we're gonna reach the arms out to a T. We're gonna bring them back down. And again, out. Gonna get really warm today. Out and down. I was so excited because I always have a Swiss ball list in my a playlist in my arsenal, and it's always very bouncy. Good. All right, keep going. Reach it out and down and out. Okay, we've got one ball and one chair. All right, Joy. So if you're on the chair, just get a sense of buoyancy in your body. You know, just like you can kind of bounce in a different way. Yeah, all the way down, good. And you'll be able to do everything else. We're not gonna go too wild with the ball. It's just a nice thing. And Joy, you could also go on your rebounder if that's comfortable for you. So do what you need to do. All right, we're gonna go front to back, up to the chest, and way back behind you. A little challenge to your balance. Now, sometimes as you're bouncing on the ball, lower backs can get really engaged because we're sitting kind of with a deep curve. So it's not that you want to eliminate that curve. It's just let's think about how we can line everything up right along the line of gravity. So maybe you can just let your tail hang down a little bit more, and that can alleviate some pressure on your lower back. Let's reach it to the chest. We're gonna go up, pull it back, reach it forward, press it back. Yes. Up, pull it back. If you have to eliminate the bounce at any point in time, you know it's okay. Good. Excellent. Up, pull, reach, and press. Couple more. It's nice to bounce on a Thursday. I'm especially kind of happy not to be going crazy with the heart rate today. We're gonna get it up there, but yesterday I was like, redlining. I called my husband, I'm like, let's talk about heart rate threshold. He's like, you're fine. I said, I know I'm fine, but it's like a lot of work when your heart gets up to the top rate. So I'm gonna be working on a little interval training, our Tabata work that we love. Here's our last one. Good, all right, hands on the ball or to the side of the chair. We're gonna start to do a little heel walk. Now, you can take the bounce out of it and go just side to side, or you can put the bounce into it as you do your heels. Here's a little pointer for the heel work. do the best you can to pull those toes all the way back, like you could touch your shin with them. I know it's impossible, but the reason why we're doing this is because all these muscles on the front of the shin, first of all, for my rebounders, we use them a lot. I'm pointing to the rebounder, like you can see it. We use them a lot in rebounding. But more than that, they're really important for balance. They help our ankle mechanics, and they help us have choices for when we might trip or fall, so that our ankles can navigate the space. All right, let's find this new tempo. Good. There it is. It's harder than it looks, right? Okay, take your arms down if you can. You can always take the bounce out of it. We're gonna just bicep curl. Yeah. Oh my gosh, so much coordination. Try not to think about it. I just thought about it and it almost crumbled. That's the deal. Just stay in the moment, let the music drive you home. Good. Make fists with your hands. So we're gonna work on a little bit of dexterity with those hands. Good. Go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring both feet back to center. Lower your hands down, just the thumbs come out, okay? We're gonna go side and side. Side and side. You're gonna see a little bit of this happening next week too in the chair, but for now, just working it down. So as we're going side to side, shoulder blade pulls down, chest stays open. You are the toast, dancing in the heat of the toaster slot, but not getting burnt, okay? We're gonna do this single, single, double. So we go single, single, then 2 to the right. And single, single, 2 to the left. Single, single, 2 to the right. One more time. Single, single, 2 to the left. Bring your shoulders forward, turn your thumbs in, bring them all the way back. Again, forward, bring them all the way back. Little rounding in your back, but then the opposite of that, open chest. Round and back. Okay, watch the feet. We're gonna lift it up, 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 up. All right, I'm still in thumbs here. Good, keep going. 4, 3, love dancing on the ball. Good, so we're gonna add this little heel action into our single, single, double. Can we do it? Take it over to the right. So right, go right, lift left. Go left, lift right, and then over, and you'll keep that heel lifted. Let's try, let's go. Left, right, left, right, left, right. All right, make those fists. We start the side bends in 4, 3, 2, 1. We go single, single, double, double. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. Yeah, single, single, double. All right, single, single, double. Single, single, double. Let's go 2 more. Single, single, woo, double. And single, single, double. Good. Let's open those palms up again and then back into our heels with the bicep curl. We just go through these one more time a piece. Spread those fingers wide. Feel the air moving in between your fingers. Yeah. This format is really great to work on posture. It's also really nice to have a little bit of abandon, move your body with a little less gravity, a little bit. So if you have anybody who is in a chair, who is having a hard time, like an aerobics class is not gonna be their jam necessarily, then I want you to tell them about this one. Share the link, so to speak, yeah? All right, fists. Yes. My body is actively rebelling against the fists because of holding the leash for the flashlight. You know it. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Go single, single, double. Single, single, double. Here we go. Add the side bend. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. Keep going. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. Yeah, single, single, double. Single, single, double. Shoulders roll forward and back. Yes. 2, reach, 3. Good. And one more, 4. And all the way back. All right, we're gonna go for a jumping jack. Both arms reach out and up, both legs reach out, everything comes down. Okay, let's do it for 2. Out for 2, in for 2. Out for 2, find your balance here. In for 2, hold and strong. Out for 2, strong back. Big breath, one more. Good, single counts we go. Out and in, out and in, out. If you want to add a little bounce, and that's available to you, woo, go for it. I've been doing, adding these new formats in. I've been writing for teachers. I'm collaborating with MoveMate. I'm having a day where I love my job. I love my job. And I don't love my job every day. I get a little hard on myself. Sometimes I feel like the job asks way too much for me. So that's on me too, though. All right, slowly we're gonna take it out, reach, in, stretch. This is a little more stretch for your arms, for your chest. Lift your chest and in, good, and out and in. We're gonna go one more out to stay. Leave the arms there. Take the right hand behind your head. We're going big side bend over, all the way back up. Big side bend over, all the way back up. Good. So a little bit more than we did with the thumbs, yeah? Good. Up and reach and lift. 2 more, reach it. Lift it nice and tall. Last one, reach, lift, switch your hands. We go over and up, over and up. I shouldn't say I don't love my job. I want to reframe that. There are some days where I am so hard on myself that I stand in the way of the love that I have for my job. That is an accurate statement. I bet you do the same for some of the things in your life too. 2, good, and 1, good. Bring it all the way together. We're gonna go single counts, out and in, out and in. Always option to hold on to the chair and work the legs. It's getting hippie, I know, I get it. Out and in, out. Can we take this a little faster? Let's try 8 a little faster. Out, 7, 6, 5, outer thigh, inner thigh. Good. All right, let's go. Out and in. Stretch wide through those legs and arms. Pull it in. Stretch wide. Pull it in. You got it. One more time. Stretch and pull it in. Open it out. Hand behind the head. We go over. We come back up. And 2. And all the way up. And 3. And all the way up. 1 more. 4. And up and switch. 4 more. Over and lift. 2 and up. Finding that beat. 3 and lift. Last one. All the way up. All right. Wiggle those feet back into center. Take your hands down. We're gonna take one leg out. Let's make it the right one. Flipping the Justin Bieber hair out of my face. Stand well into your left leg. Push down on the ball. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. I'm interested too today to feel how the tempo feels for you all, because I want to make some adjustments to our music coming out for in the next couple of weeks for classes. I don't want it to be so fast that it's not doable. Let's switch sides. Pull it in, reach it out. We lift and lower. Yeah. Sometimes, quickness, speed is good, but there's also this phrase that one of my favorite teachers said to me, and it's speed kills sensation. So when you're trying to build up awareness, last one, and bend it in. Let's do the other side again. When you're trying to build up awareness of what movement feels like in your body, where to gather the strength, how to support yourself, and you go so fast, there's not enough time to think about that. And actually, I should say, that phrase, speed kills sensation, 4 more, comes from one of my favorite teachers, Robert Littman, who was just featured on Oprah, last one, and then released. This man, he's a genius breathwork practitioner. You should go on, I think it's Life, she's doing like a Life something right now. Robert Littman, The Breathable Body. He's amazing. He came to my studio back in like 2008. We had this amazing workshop. People still talk about it today. Love him, changed my world, changed my life. 4, 3, and I think it's free. I think it is. Last one. Okay, take your hands on your knees, curl. How are we doing? And then arch, chest up. I'm getting a little warm in here. Curl it. Good. And stretch. All right, before we go to our weights, we're gonna come back to our weights. We're gonna do a couple other things. So let's come to standing, and then let's come around. I love your job too. Yes. I love it. We'll talk after to both my people, but it's like all of your beautiful comments, I want to take them and put them in a big testimonial, and I hope that's okay. I'm like, why am I not sharing what's happening in this space? It's great. All right, so whether you're on your chair or your ball, we're gonna have it here. And notice how I'm in a flat back. If you need to bend your knees to get into that flat back or close enough, also your flat back can be happening on an angle. I understand, I've got Gumby legs from years of dancing. They're not always the best thing here. All right, so we have our hands on our ball or a chair. You're gonna just give a gentle push to whatever you're holding on to and then round your spine. So curl in, look deep into your belly, and then extend back out. So cat and cow as we know them to be in yoga, but also flexion is the rounded part, and then we're reaching towards extension, that lengthened position. Again, flex the spine, let everything come together, and then let everything move apart on the front. It moves apart on the back, all those backbones, and then they move apart on the front. Let's go for 4 more. 4. Good. Reach. And 3. This is a great place to check in with where your weight is distributed. How are you finding your standing position? Are you shifting equally? Let's go 1 more. Round it up. Reach it out. Good, and then we're gonna roll up through the spine, all the way up to the top. All right, so you have 2 choices. You can use your ball. You don't need your chair for this one, or you can just go up to a wall. So it's gonna be interesting for me here. Move over, friend. I'm gonna put the ball right here and stand just with a little pressure against it, nothing that's gonna knock me over. So our goal is to try to do a little bit of a circle all the way back. Now, as we get to the back piece, it's gonna be very challenging not to turn towards the ball. I understand you might turn the ball. I also understand you might need to move farther away from the wall. So if your hand's on your wall, then just choose a placement that allows you to do a full circle, even if it's just on fingertips and you're standing far away. If we're working with the ball, what we're gonna do is try not to move the ball. We're gonna take a circle of the arm up and back, and then just give yourself a little wave over the top of it. All right, so we're just gonna do a couple of these up and over, trying to stay still, not lock the plants over. Good, up and back. Bring it over, and cheating a little bit there. This is good work for that chest, shoulder mobility, and again, if you've never done this before, don't be mean to yourself. Just see what's there for you and use it. Up and over. Now let's go back the way, and we're gonna go back to front. All the way forward. Up and over. Pull your shoulder blade back, reach up and around. I'm second guessing this exercise because it's hard. It's hard. Good. Up and over. Lift and wrap it over. Good. One more time. Up and over. Lift and wrap it over. Good. I'm hoping that felt okay for you all. Tracy, if it's weird on your shoulder, if it doesn't feel great on your shoulder, you can always bend your arm to make it a little bit more accessible. Okay, we're gonna go to the other side. So you can turn around with me. I'm just gonna go this way so I can face you. It's an up and over, all the way back, and then wave up and over the ball. This is definitely my more mobile shoulder. Up and over. Good. I've been watching all these gardening accounts do their like kitchen garden and all those fun things. And so I decided to prep my garden in the backyard and shovel and, you know, clean out all the stuff and the weeds and all of it. And you know what a lot of these accounts don't show you is either like the bone-breaking hard work that it is to clean a garden and or the fact that they hire people to do it. Let's reverse the direction. I actually found one person who was like, let me show you how I turned my patch of grass into a beautiful thing. And she's like, I ordered this on Amazon, and then I did this, and then I hired my crew, and like all in, you know, she must have spent about $5,000. So I was like, oh, how does a person who's not gonna spend that money do it without killing themselves in the process? Crazy. All right, woo. Reach. Let's do one more. Okay. Yes. We're gonna come back. You're in a seated position on the ball or on your chair. I would like you to gather the weights that you're gonna use for your bicep curls, that you're going to use for your shoulder press, and that you might use for a row. So maybe the biceps and the row will be similar. Can you please stop? So I'm gonna bring over my biceps, runaway ball. I'm gonna bring over these just in case. And I think that'll actually be all right for both. Okay, so let's get ourselves seated with some good posture. We're gonna see if our clocks work today. If they don't, we'll abandon it. All right, so our first one is gonna be a full minute of alternating bicep curls. Let's get our weights ready. We're sitting up nice and tall. We're gonna press, I should try to see if I can do this with my toes. Is it coming up? I don't think it's coming up. It looks like it's coming up. How about 45? Yeah, it's not coming up. All right, so I'll time it on my own. It's all good. Bring it all the way down. We're gonna curl it up and lower it down. If you're lifting lighter, then you go ahead and go faster if you need to. Good. And up and lower. Yes. Up and down. Good. Up. Keep going. See if we can put this on. You got it. Up. They're all gonna come on at the same time. Maybe. Let's see. Up and down and up. All right, we're almost there. We got about 30 seconds left. Curl and lower. Curl and lower. Sorry if I went away for a minute. Curl and lower. Curl and lower. Give me 4 more. And all the way down. 3. Good. 2. And 1. All right, open that chest. Let's go ahead and lower those weights down. I'm gonna change to some shoulder press weights to be gentle. Again, if you're not going in full range, you can also always go from the W just to here, just to that 90-degree angle. All right, are we gonna work? We're not working. We'll see. All right, ready? Bring them all the way up to the top. We're gonna go up and pull down. And I'm gonna see if I can use my toe. Up and pull down. You never know, nah. All right, that's okay. We've got backup timers. Always working in the imperfect universe here. The imperfect verse. We'll take it. Yes. Good. That's it. Up. Now the great thing about working on the ball is you got just a little amount of instability. We've got 4 left. Reach. 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, I feel that gardening. All right, so we're gonna take a forward hinge. I'll show you to the side. If you're on your chair or on your ball, you're just folding deep in your hips, and from there, we're gonna just row and reach down. We'll do it with 2 arms, okay? So those are our 3 bigger muscle group exercises. We'll do a few that are a little smaller after that. So take your weights, bring them down, hinge forward, nice strong feet. Ready, set, go. Lift it up. Now when we're rowing, remember we're trying to get it kind of towards our hips more than our rib cage so that we can feel the sides and middle of our back engaging. More the sides and middle than the shoulders. Yeah, more the underarm than the neck. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, all right. We're gonna lower those bigger weights down, pick kind of a medium to smaller one. And this time, we're gonna take our legs out into a wide V, just to give us a little break on the arms. Take your left hand behind your head, reach your right arm down by the side. We're gonna side bend over with the weight and then work to come back up to the top. And again, side bend over and work to come back up. Good, reaching it over. Use that breath to help you get back up. And hold this a little differently, maybe not. There we go. Nice and quiet. Yeah, let's go for 3. Opening your chest, opening your rib cage. 1 more. Good. Oh. It's funny how one little thing that you do outside of your normal routine sends everything into a tizzy. Ready? Here we go. Up and over and lift. You obviously can do this without your weight too. Good. Excellent. Standing into your feet. I like to think of my feet on like pedals of stability, so to speak. So the more I push into them, the more control I have, the more I can work with the ground. We've got 4 more. Try not to round out your back, keep your chest open. Be the toast. 2. Last one. Good, bring it all the way up. Okay. Shaking it out. 1 more round through our biceps, our shoulder press, our rows, and our bends. Let's get ready to go. We'll try it 1 more time. Maybe not. All right, here we go. Curling. There we go. Yes. As long as you still got me, we're good. Curl. And curl, that's it. Chest open. Use the drama of this song to get you in to your zone Feel where you want to be. Good. That's it. 4 more times. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Good. Rest it. Excellent. We're gonna go ahead and come on to our shoulder press. Up for 2, down for 2. And stretch. And good. Press strong. Think of your sits bones pressing down into your chair or your ball as your arms reach up overhead. Find that oppositional energy. Stretch and pull. Great work. We've got it. Good. 4 left. 4, 3. Strong. I know it's getting shaky. 2 more. Push. Lift. Last one. Good. Relax. Nice work. Okay. Woo, shake it out. Are you ready for your rows? Hopefully you are. We're going to take those weights up, folding forward, flat back, chest open. Ready? Lift it and lower it. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. Up and down. You've got it. Up and down. That's it. Almost there. Keep breathing. For 5 and reach. 4, stretch. 3, good. 2, 1 more. Pull it up. Good. Lower it all the way down. All right, let's get ready to finish out our side bends. Find your wide position. I'm using my dumbbells as a little anchor here. Arm hangs down by the side. We're gonna go over. We're gonna lift. Over. I really like using an exhale on the way up. Helps me find the strength I need. Good. Up and over. Up and over. Yes. Good. We got it, we got it. Here's our last 4. Keep that chest open, pressing through your hips. 2. Last one. All the way up. Good. Shake it out. Get ready for the other side. If you find that you've gone into splay mode in the front, pull yourself back together. Hand behind the head. Let's bend. We go over and lift. I'm really pushing my arm into my leg and my leg into my arm, kind of sliding it there. Up and over. Yes. Reach and recover. Good. You got it. And just thinking still about that oppositional energy from your underarm to your hip, reaching over, pulling it back up, reaching over, pulling it back up. I've got a really good stretch for us, for our shoulders. Last 3, 2. Oh, last one. I'm not supposed to groan, but there it is. All right. Oh my goodness. Good job. All right, we're here. We're just about at the end. Let's go ahead and come down. Whether you have a chair or a ball, I'd like you to come to a kneeling position. Move this out of the way. Oh, time flies. Yeah, it really does. I didn't realize what time it was, but we'll go ahead and stretch. You got your leg work on Monday, so today's a little more of an upper body, and then also the bouncing. So I want you to come into on your knees. You can also be kneeling on a chair, or you can put your elbows on a counter if you'd rather be standing. So you're praying to the gods of soreness, and then we're just going to let our chest fall down. So you can be here and just let your chest fall through your shoulders. You can make it a little more intense by walking your knees back and letting your chest be here. We'll just breathe in and out a few times. So we're stretching our triceps. You want to think about your heart being heavy, resting towards the ground. Another option without the ball or the chair is a child's pose, and it's totally reasonable. Good. And then press your elbows down into the ball to lift yourself back up. We're going to take the back hand down to the mat and the front hand out to kind of like a wider V here, okay? And then from here, just sit back like you're going into child's pose or rest pose, whatever you like to call it, and then let your arm be lifted by the ball. Now, if you like it, you can kind of turn your head under your arm. That might facilitate a deeper stretch. You can also play with a bent arm, see what's there for you. It all somewhat up to you. And then another option is to sneak your other arm through into a little thread the needle. It's not necessary you go here, but if you want to, you can. Good. And then just if you have threaded, come on out, press yourself back up. Let's go to the other side. So we're reaching that arm out and then sitting back away from it, letting it, trying to find the space that feels right for you. So there are obviously different angles that this stretch can happen in, and there are some like ideals as opposed to as according to the book, but for you, I want you to feel which one feels like the one that it's going to give you the most benefit. Ooh. Good, that's the stretch I needed. All right, come on back up. Option to either come on top of your ball. Sometimes this can be nice, but I actually don't want to choose it for myself today because it doesn't feel nice for me. So sometimes I love laying on the ball, other times it's too much pressure on the abdomen. So today's not a good day for this for me, but you can choose it if it is for you. So that's your first option. Your second option is to just come down on your back and let your feet rest on your chair or your ball here. And we're just gonna take a few moments to just recalibrate. So if that means that you want to close your eyes for a moment, if it's safe to do that, you're invited to do that. We've done a lot of support through the core, so just allow your back to be heavy against the mat. Thinking about your rib cage, your shoulder blades, your pelvis, your tail. Look for areas that you're actively holding up and away from the mat and just see if you can let them go. Our movement prompt this weekend was investigating how we take risks with our movement, to just explore our capacity for risk-taking, remembering that risk-taking does not have to be bungee jumping off a building. Sometimes it's just literally showing up for a movement session. So as we lay here, let's just reflect on how we may have taken some risks in class today. Maybe it was a position, maybe it was adding bounce, maybe it was doing a ball class on a chair. That's risky, that's great. Using our breath, adding resistance, trying new ranges of motion. let's just stay here all day. Let's do it. I know we all have to work. Let's wiggle our fingers and our toes. It was just a little treat for us all. When you're ready, you can carefully come off the side of the ball and gently roll up to seated, or you can stay here as I finish class. You're more than welcome to stay throughout and enjoy yourself for a few more minutes. In fact, if it's possible, I would suggest it, just relaxing and enjoying for a moment, remembering that we are hoping to always answer the question, why did the movement matter to you today? Thank you for being here with me on Thursday. Next week, we've got Bounce on Monday. We have our seat class on Thursday, so we will be in our chair. And I will drop the link for my new toy in the chat as we go, okay? Big love to all of you. Have a wonderful week ahead and good work today.